Good morning. Are you Eric Hebert?
Yes, ma'am.
And this, we've got two cases, 21-37340 and 21-37341. Both of those cases, Mr. Hebert is on probation and motions to revoke those probations have been filed. And what is the announcement?
Judge, if I may, he has a new DWI third. I've spoken with this officer, Ms. Kane, about that. I checked last week. It had not been received. Mr. Nichols was kind enough to check again this morning. The blood test results are in progress, or whatever that means. So I would ask the court if we could either go through the motion, see what pleas he will enter or hold for maybe 30 days just to allow that new case to come in. We had discussed safety as a possible resolution to pose to the court. Obviously, you can go with the new case outstanding. Obviously, the new case I will not dismiss, and obviously the court would want to see the new offense before you would determine if safety would even be an equitable option. So that's kind of where we are. Whatever you want to do, either go through it or reset it, and we'll stay on top of that new offense for March.
Oh, that's the agreement with the defense, yeah.
I mean, I don't guess it mattered. At some point, he'll have to enter pleas of true or not true. If y'all want to go ahead and do that, and then we can reset it.
I mean, that would help me expedite that case, but I don't want to put him in a position where he pleads true to it and doesn't get safety and thinks
Well, that's going to be, and I mean, if you're on probation for driving while intoxicated, third, and there's another one, I don't want there to be any thought that I will for sure go along with something like that. It's going to take me looking at, I have no idea right now, but that just off the top of my head sounds like a big no, but I'll, obviously see the new case and look at what's been going on in this probation. I just, I don't want I don't think an agreement right now to that.
Your Honor, I understand that. I've spoken with the prosecutor. I've explained to Mr. Hebert the position that we're in, and that's not a part of the understanding that there's any
agreement. No agreement. So it's just what you guys obviously would recommend. Sure. So do we want to go through the motion today then?
We can,
or
I'd rather have the which one would expedite the
a plea would, because I could push it through without the lap. But if in all candor, if everybody wants all the information, just let me make a call and ask them to move it along.
All right. We'll just reset. I'll just do a normal reset.
Thank you.
See if y'all can get that taken care of.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and go back with the bailiff. Morning. Are you Isis Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
We got it.
Ms. Martin, in clause number 25, DCCR 1827, you're charged with the second-degree felony offense of robbery, and that's from October 14th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you?
Yes, ma'am.
You have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 10-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine, and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Martin's not competent?
No, you're.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll just give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Mr. Smith, what is the state's position with regard to a bond reduction based on the nature of the plea?
Yes, no.
I'm sorry.
She has no criminal history. This is only arrest.
All right, so you don't have any objection to it? So, Miss Martin, what I'm going to do between now and sentencing is reduce your bond to $1,000, and I'm going to make that a personal bond. So that means you don't have to pay any money. You're just going to get out of jail. But there's some very important things about that, okay? The first is that if you don't show up for court, then they can come after you for that $1,000. But that's probably going to be the least of your worries if you don't show up for court. If you don't show up for court, you run the risk of me not accepting the plea agreement, and things could obviously be much worse. The first thing you do when you're released from custody is go to the probation department. You're going to get some paperwork today from probation. It tells you where to go so that they can start that process to get that pre-sentence report done. If you don't go to straight there, you also run the risk of me not accepting the plea agreement. Do you understand that as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And then also a condition of your bond is that you have absolutely no contact or communication with Harmony Bodner. That obviously means in person, but it means any other way as well. So you can't send messages through other people. You can't send messages on your phone, by text or Snapchat or whatever else exists out there. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all live anywhere close to each other?
No.
Okay, so there's no reason for you to have any contact with her. So you need to show me between now and when you come back that you can do everything you're supposed to, so I don't have any issues with putting you on that probation, okay?
Yes.